But now what about people having access to this food? I'm going to ask you guys to do a quick math problem. See who's really good at math. It takes the average Charlottean $8.35 a day to get a fully balanced meal, get all the 5 food groups, fresh fruits and vegetables and all of that. On average, people spend about 10% of their income on food. So how much do they have to make a year to be able to afford just the basic 5 food groups? Anybody got that? It's $31,000 a year is the income that you would need to be able to sustain eating healthy. 1 in 4 Charlotteans is below that mark. That's almost 200,000 people. So something to keep in mind as we listen to our next organization, Go Fresco.
Good evening. My name is Nick, and I'm the co-founder of Go Fresco, Charlotte's first mobile farmers market and food education center. A couple years ago, I was working as a public health educator living across the country. When I moved closer to home in Charlotte, I didn't have a job secured, and I ended up living below the poverty line in my parents' garage, which is always a fun place to be. I went from being the person that prescribes local organic food as medicine to a person who simply could not afford or access that same medicine. What I could afford and access was produce that was covered in pesticides and way past its prime, making any health benefits almost non-existent. I learned firsthand what 75,000 people live with in Charlotte every day. That is, in today's food system, local organic food is a privilege for those with money and a dream for those without it. These 75,000 people live in areas that are commonly known as food deserts. These are areas where fast food and convenience stores are plenty, but local organic food is nowhere to be found. But in many cases, these are not just deserts of geography, these are deserts of education. Recent studies have shown that even as grocery stores pop up in food deserts, that the health disparities remain the same, if not get worse in those communities. Closer does not mean more accessible if you still can't afford the healthy food inside and you have no idea what to do with it once you get it. So as I came face to face with all of this, I took the very last of my money and I and my partner started Go Fresco. We knew that whatever we did, we couldn't make people come to us for local food and food education. We had to go straight to the people. That's why we designed a pop-up mobile farmers market that uses little more than a canopy and a couple tables. With this, we're able to operate markets at places that people gather regardless of their current financial situation. Places like churches and schools and health clinics, places where networks of advertising and trust are already built in. This makes local organic food immediately accessible. And we insisted on using local organic farmers because we wanted to give people that are used to getting pesticide-covered tomatoes a premier shopping experience that's typically reserved for the wealthy. And by operating on a weekly schedule, hitting the same spots every week, people know they can count on us for quality foods and food education. Education like providing easy recipes and storage tips, nutritional information. We lend out free food-related books and documentaries right at the market. And when we're not operating as a market, we operate as a mobile, hands-on food, farming, and nutrition classroom for any place in Charlotte that wants to learn about real food.
Now that sounds really moving and wonderful, Nick. But I'm sure all of you are wondering, is this realistic? Hi, my name is Lakan, the other co-founder of Go Fresco. With my background being in business and marketing, I wondered how we can possibly do something like this while still being sustainable and profitable. With that in mind, we designed a model of balance. By operating some market locations at higher income areas, we are able to use part of our profits to subsidize lower prices in areas of need. Additionally, at certain markets, customers are given the opportunity to pay only what they can afford, meaning everybody can both access and afford local healthy foods. By purchasing from local farmers at wholesale prices and running an extremely low-cost operation, we are able to keep costs sustainably low for us and affordable for our customers. I remember when we had our first market, actually back in March of 2013, we were sourcing from only 2 local farmers. But today, we source from and pay over 30 local farmers and food producers.
All right.
What started as 1 weekly location is now 11 market locations a week. What started as $800, that's how much Nick and I spent to start Go Fresco. has become almost $200,000 in revenue, with every single penny of that staying in the local economy. We've had the privilege of holding interactive farm and nutrition classes for over 300 children around Charlotte. And after gaining the ability to accept food stamps, we've met hundreds of people who come to us and purchase golden beets and dinosaur kale for the first time, and they came back for more because of Go-Go Fresco. Today we stand before you on the cusp of expansion. With nothing more than an old ugly van and a few refrigerators, serving more locations is a bit of a stretch. With these winnings, we can invest in a second vehicle, purchase more equipment, allowing us to double the number of people we serve in Charlotte's food desert areas.
We believe that local organic food and quality food education should no longer just be a privilege for those with money, but a right for anybody in Charlotte who is hungry.
Thank you.
Amen.